Hi everyone, this is Jackie Jones, founder and CEO of Way We Do. Today I'm very excited to share with you our new decision points function for activated checklist. So not all workflows have linear step-by-step processes. Often we have to make different choices or different decisions, and therefore it takes us down different paths and actions that we need to follow and do. So I'm going to show you how to add an activated checklist add a decision point to an existing activated checklist. So I have a process here called create sales proposals. And normally when the user runs this checklist, they would click the run checklist button and then enter the name of the client into the activity title. The process is very simple, where first of all they create the proposal. They can seek approval from the sales manager before proceeding. The manager would then review and provide feedback on that proposal, and then the sales agent would send it to the client. So just say that a sales agent or a sales manager thinks, well, hang on, I only want to approve or review those proposals that are over a certain value. Then that is a decision that a sales agent can be asked, is the sales proposal over a value such as $1,000 or $10,000, for example? And if it's under that, then yes, you can proceed and just simply send the proposal. But if it's over that value, then yes, you will need to seek additional approval and review from the sales manager. So to add a decision point, you simply click edit on an activated checklist. And then if you go down to where it says step 5 here, you can add a step. So a decision point is a certain type of step within an activated checklist. So I'll just place my cursor in there, and you can see that on the right hand side there are 3 options that have appeared. So standard steps are displayed by default. You also have the option of adding headings, and then the last item here is decision points. So I'll just select that item there. From there, I'm going to add my text for the decision, and in this case the decision is simply a question. So is the proposal over $10,000? Once you enter your text, you then press enter on your keyboard. So the step or the decision point will appear at the bottom of your list. So you have the ability to drag and drop that into the position where you would like that to display. So I want that to be displayed in step 2. On the right-hand side, you have the ability to add criteria to this decision point. So first you can assign roles and dependencies, just like you would do with any step. So in this case, I'm going to assign it to a sales agent. I am going to add a dependency, so this step or this decision point cannot be completed until the proposal is created first. Decision points have 2 different types of decisions. So the first one is inclusive, which is actually very similar to multiple choice. So the user is able to choose 2 or 3 answers or more. And then the last one here is exclusive. So the user will be asked to only select one particular option. So I'm going to choose exclusive in this for this example. You can leave comments are left on by default. If you would like to disable those, then you simply click the toggle here, but I'm going to leave them on for this example. From there, you can enter your explanatory text or instructions that can guide that user as to how to make that best decision. So in this case, I've entered if the proposal is over $10,000, click the yes option and seek approval from your sales manager. If under $10,000, select no and proceed with sending the proposal to the client. So I'm now going to add conditions. So the conditions are simply yes or no. And so when you enter your text, again, simply enter or press the enter button on your keyboard. So now we have 2 buttons that appear beside these conditions. So if I click assign, then it's going to bring up the steps that I would like to display when that particular condition is selected. So I'm going to select seek approval from the sales manager before proceeding. and for the sales manager to then review and provide feedback on that proposal. And once that is done, then the proposal can then be sent to the client. So I'm going to click Assign here. For No, I'm going to again click Assign and then add simply the last step, send the proposal to the client. Click Assign. Okay, so this checklist with the new decision point is ready to go. So I'll click Save. And so now I can run this process simply by clicking the Run Checklist button and then entering the name of the client. So I'm going to call this ABC Company and can click Confirm from there. So this checklist is now activated, and so the first option, create the proposal, is displayed, and then on the right hand side when you open up the instruction panel, the instructions or the procedure is displayed there. So, so the sales agent will then create that proposal. They may want to have it attached, for example, to prove that the proposal has been created, or simply enter in the URL where that proposal exists, whether it's on the server or in PandaDoc or another proposal system that you're using. From there, you can click the checkbox to say that this has been completed. Okay, so let's go to the next step, which is the decision point. So the decision point is asking, is the proposal over $10,000? And if it's yes, then we select the yes option. And if it's under 10,000, we'll click no. So I'm going to click yes here. And so all the three remaining steps will display. So we need to seek approval from the sales manager. They will then review it. And then once I get their approval, then I can send that proposal to the client. If it's no, then only the option sending the proposal to the client will display. So in this case, I'm going to click yes. I can tick this item off. In the instructions, actually, it asked me to invite that person as a collaborator. They will then receive the invite to review this particular proposal. Once they complete it, they can then tick off on it as well. So I'm actually not assigned to the manager role. So as the sales agent, I'm unable to tick this item off. However, I will be able to click this item off. However, it's probably best to have a dependency so that this item cannot be completed until step 4 is completed first. Okay, so I'm going to go back to step 2 again, and I'm going to click no in this particular instance. And so now I can send that proposal to the client. I can add some notes there, and then once it's completed, I can tick it off. So all of the data associated with running this checklist, along with the decision points that were selected, all of those answers are recorded within the activated checklist instance report. So if I click close them, and then if I go to the report section, so only administrators will have access to this particular report. So that's the checklist instance report. If I click on that and then search for the sales proposal list. So this item here, create sales proposal, and there's 2 instances there. So if I click that item here, so one has been run by myself, the other one previously by Dan Sargent. So I'm going to click on the one I have just run here. And so now we can see all the data associated with running this particular process. So when it was started, steps that were ticked off. And if we look at the decision point, it will then display the conditions that were actually chosen. So whether it was yes or no. And even when items were deselected, so in this case, I removed the condition yes and then no, and then I chose it, those answers again. So all that data is there. So if you ever need to go back to review what actually happened in a particular process instance, then that data will be available for you. And of course, you can download it as well. Okay, so that's just a quick example of the new decision points for activated checklist procedure. So if you need further assistance, feel free to contact our support team at support@waywedo.com. You can also go to our help desk, which is support.waywedo.com. And I hope you enjoy the new decision points feature, and we look forward to seeing everyone adding decision points to their activated checklist. Have a fabulous day, everyone. Bye.